fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! 10 over. Top boy! Hey, watch it! Go!
They'll run for the first time here with Brown, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go with Brown. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now lined up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Jim. Alert flare. On the ball.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Tight end right. Hey. Wait. Hey, switch up on. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, hey. Mike 34. Let's go, D.
They'll try and throw for it here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready. 45, Mike, 45. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. 61, match box, light, 5.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
50, play.
On 2nd down now. It's Brown. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Second and 2. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and short.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're going to try and throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Check. Now.
Now it's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 99. Check 99.
Here's Brown. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
132 fighter. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, orbit.
On 3rd down, Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This will be fielded at the 6.
We got this.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After 1, it's 9-0.
With the score, Steelers 9, Broncos nothing.
On the double. Bravo. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Check Mike. Check Mike. 45. 45. Mike, 45.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Yeah. Let's go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Ready, set. Go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Hey.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 4th down, Minshew. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Ready.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
X3. 218, chop.
Get tight. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Under 10.
Yep.
Under 10. 10.
Go.
51, Mike 51. Go. Watch out.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Brown. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 10. It's our time.
2nd and 10. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
2nd and 13. And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Here we go. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. Go.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 10.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The offense stays put. They've failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Hey, high 7. Hit it.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Stop me out here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. Room here to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Check pass. Look at me. Zipper. Now.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This quarterback now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 15, check 15.
He'll look to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
We got double up. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get one score closer. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Now Minshew. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here we go.
First and 10
Here we go.
at their own 14-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
I got him.
Mike 10.
Mike 10. Go.
Mike 10.
They'll set up a throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 21. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Brown, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They'll run with Hill, and he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf.
All day, just like that. Just like that. 45.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Right back to Brown. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hatchet. Hey.
2nd and 15. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. Complete. Smith has it. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain. Still a ways to go, though.
Check 41. Arvin.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Get it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This is Brown. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Now.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a carry for Brown. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll keep it on the ground. Brown, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
61, matchbox, go.
On 3rd down, it's Brown, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch the twist.
25, check 25, check 25.
Switch.
Like it.
Mike 10. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Check 3.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
Check the backer. 36. Kill. 6 seconds.
I've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the field.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Wide. Get wide. Switch. Go. Whip. Watch the whip. Yeah. Switch. Delta.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.